Welcome to Metric Halo's MIO Console 3D, where we'll explore building a summing mixer for your digital audio workstation. Welcome to part 2. Let's check out the panning in our ProTools mixer. And we'll start by copying that panning over to our MIO Console's mixer. We've named all our strips to correspond to our ProTools DAW. Let's start with our drum tracks, and then we'll move on to the other instruments and vocals. So we're just doing a visual check to see where things are and how they're laid out. We're going to leave all our fader levels at 0 in MIO Console to start out with. We can make adjustments later if need be, and we can sweeten our mix using Metric Halo's suite of plugins. Now we want to use the Save As function because we're about to make routing changes, and we may want to get back to that original session for reference later on. As we said before, all our tracks are feeding the stereo mix track through the master bus for overall level to tape. So let's start with our drum tracks. A quick trick to keep the panning as it is to select all the drum tracks and send them to the stereo drum bus. Now, by using the Control key, when we click on an output of any of the individual drums, we can also send them to a mono output, which is going to Metric Halo's 3D console. And we'll also send the drum bus to a stereo input on MIO Console. We need to assign our remaining ProTools tracks to their corresponding inputs in MIO Console. The last thing we need to do is assign our listen bus to become an input from MIO Console. So we're going to take the input source, make it 1 and 2, and we're going to send the output of that bus to the mix itself. The master level in ProTools will control the final level to tape. And as long as we're in input mode, when we hit play, we'll hear the mix. And at this point, we can make whatever adjustments in MIO Console we want to make for our mix. We can use the whole suite of DSP plugins, we can adjust levels on our faders, and enhance our mix in any way we like. We can address these peaks later on in ProTools. Our lead vocal track has been sent to host 19, where we assigned it. So when we flip to the MIO Console page, we can see the vocal track is coming in on 19. And we can solo either in MIO Console or in ProTools to affect what we're listening to. Let's go ahead and solo the B3 track and see what happens. So if we tile back and forth between MIO Console and the ProTools mixer, you should be seeing the same thing. Let's create a new track in ProTools so we can print this mix through MIO Console and back to our stereo mix track. Okay, let's record. When we mute our mix, you will see and hear the effect immediately in both Pro Tools and MIO Console's mixer. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope this helps you out with setting up your DAW to sum through MIO Console 3D.